A long time ago, in the southern parts of Asia, men raised prize-winning cattle, women grew the sweetest rice, and the land was full of joy and happiness. These were all brought upon by the Lady of the Mountain. She was a lonely woman dressed in a black cloak who lived on the highest mountain of Asia and surveyed across all the land. But as time passed, the people of the land stopped worshipping her. The gifts of food, wine, and jewelry that were ritually brought to her domain stopped arriving. This frustrated the Lady of the Mountain, so she sought to see what had kept the villagers from their worship. As she went into their lively village, no one minded her. As she asked the old rice seller why no food had been brought to her, he merely laughed and said that if the lady wanted food, she would have to pay for it herself. Enraged, the lady went back to her home in the mountain and took out an old jar that had been hers for generations. "If they refuse to worship me, then I shall take away their glorious land and happiness," she decided. Once the village was in ruins, the lady kept on singing, and the winds traveled throughout Asia. Her winds became known as the Dead Winds, and no one was safe from her wrath. Over the years, a new generation of farmers began to take residence. They were less prosperous than the last generation, but they were able to live. One of the farmers, a strong man, thought it unfair that his people had to suffer because of the Lady of the Mountain. So he set out to kill her. Another generation of farmers came, and they were very poor. The son of a farmer thought it unfair that his people had to suffer because of the Lady of the Mountain and her lover. The villagers said nothing could be done, but the son set out to end the Dead Winds. Once he had reached the Lady's Mountain, he made sure to stay low and observed the couple as they sang. Their melody was indeed beautiful, but the son knew better than to enjoy their music, for he had lived through the disasters they had wrought. Hidden by the mountain's rocks, he slipped into the Lady of the Mountain's home. An old jar was placed neatly on the table as if it was a rare centerpiece. When he touched it, the son knew what the jar was for, its secrets, and its history of tragedy.